You're gonna figure it out in your dreams. Good night, Owen Theo.
Hi, I'm Owen Theo. Nice to meet you all. So happy that you're here. I'm pregnant. No, okay. That was clickbait. Just wanted to see if you guys would stay. What's up? We have a lot to get into. This is my second episode, so I'm still new to this. Did you guys like the first? You said no. Wow, it was kind of a unanimous no. That's beautiful. Thanks for listening to the second still. It's really nice that you guys stuck with me. We should talk about the time that I catfished as my boyfriend. Yeah, I did that proudly. So basically, let's just get into it. So, does everyone know who my boyfriend is? Like, one of the most famous actors, Leonardo DiCaprio? No, I'm totally joking. My boyfriend is Jared Elner. Oh, wow. You guys know who that is? Cool. Do you know who I am? Did you find me through Jared? Don't answer that. Hey guys, don't answer that question. So, this is what ended up happening. I thought my boyfriend was cheating on me. We've been together for 10 years. It'll be 10 years this year. And we are in a monogamous relationship. I mean, obviously I cheat, but we're in a monogamous relationship. Obviously I've had sex with other people during this time, but like it's monogamous to him. So I'm joking, you guys. I'm scared that people are going to come out and be like, I saw him making out with someone at a bar. That didn't happen. That was not me. Now I have to tell the story. Okay, so we'll go into the catfishing, but really fast first. Jared, on my 25th birthday, granted me access. He granted me permission. He basically said, you can hook up with anyone at your birthday party. Knowing very well that I invited all of my friends, most of them are female, and I would not be interested in them. So I thought to myself, wow, super nice, Jared. You know exactly what you're doing here, giving me access to the birthday party of my dreams. All my friends, all females, all people I would never want to kiss. They've tried. Trust me, I've kind of been like, not for me. Anyways, there was one man there brought by a dear friend of mine. They were hooking up at the time. We met the week earlier. Me and my friend were at a bar, and there was this hot guy standing at the bar ordering a drink. Obviously, I was like, for me, that guy's for me. Knowing that Jared's somewhere also in the bar. I'm like, that guy's secretly for me. My friend was like, I think that man's straight. And she was right. So he thinks love is a spectrum, gender's a spectrum, and so is sexuality. And we're ultimately going to get to that. But in the meantime, he was straight. So let's call him Daniel. My friend, let's call her Emily. In Paris. We weren't in Paris. We were in a seedy bar in LA. It's not romantic at all. It's actually very sad. But just imagine Paris, Parisian night. So we're in this bar. Daniel's standing there, and I say, go talk to him. Obviously, he's into you, not me. He kept looking at her. She talked to him. She was not down. She was not interested. She did not care. I basically forced their love affair. I was basically like, you guys should kiss. Wouldn't that be funny if you guys kissed? And they were like, no, I don't think we should do that. I was like, you should try it. you that's what lips are for. What are bodies for if not to use? Well, that's going to be taken out of context and put into some kind of weird alt-right group. And I will be canceled for that. So let's just be sure to clip that and put it on TikTok so it goes viral. So they ended up making out all night, thanks to me. You're welcome, Daniel and Emily. Was that their names that I made up? Wow, I'm really good at that. They started making out. They started texting after the night ended, and they didn't go home together. She respects her body, even though I just said body should be used. So we're on opposite sides of the spectrum there. And a week later, it was my birthday. I say to my friend Emily, invite Daniel. And she does. So Jared has now given me permission to hook up with anyone at the bar. He says, you can hook up with anyone in your party. And I say, oh my God, this is just so great. Should I pick that girl who I've known since I was 2? Should I pick my mom's best friend? Or should I pick my cousin? Which one, Jared? I was like, fuck you. Fuck you for that, Jared. Cut to, Emily goes into the bathroom with Daniel. Emily's like, fuck me here. Let's have sex. Daniel goes, no. I'm a polite man. I can't just have sex with you in the bathroom of your friend's birthday. I'm not like that. Emily goes, then get out. I don't want to. Why are you here if you're not going to fuck me? That's what this is leading to. We're not going to date. Emily, snaps for you. I agree. I agree. If I were single, I'd be like, let's just fuck. Let's get it out of the way. Let's see what happens. Even if I wouldn't want to date you, but even if we would, let's just say we were going to date. Let's fuck first. Check the chemistry. Make sure the dick's good. Make sure it's all clean. So anyways, she kicks him out. She comes out of the bathroom. She's like, that guy's an asshole. Daniel, fuck him. She goes straight to me, the birthday boy, bringing me her problems. I'm like, okay, it's my 25th birthday. I don't really need you to, I don't need to know about your sex life on my 25th birthday. But at the same time, knowing me, I'm like, wait, tell me everything. People are coming up to me, happy birthday. I'm like, shh, Emily's telling me something about how she wouldn't have sex with someone in the bathroom. She goes, Daniel's leaving right now. Right, Daniel? Daniel's like, sorry. I'm like, this is insane, you guys. This is crazy. Daniel, stay. Daniel stays. Now Daniel's my guest. The party clears out around 2 a.m. It's when the bar shut down. Yeah, everyone stayed until then. No, I'm joking. Everyone left around midnight. But about 10 of my closest friends stayed, which was really sweet. Thanks, guys. We danced the night away. Us 9, plus my parents. I love you guys. And Daniel was one of them. My friend Emily has already left at this point. Daniel stayed. And people started leaving. Jared looked at me. I looked at Jared and I said, permission? He said, permission. Obviously, this guy's not going to hook up with me. Cut to, we're hooking up. Cut to, we're making out in a bar. I haven't made out with somebody new in years, you guys. This was a crazy experience for me. I was thrilled. I was rock hard. I was new to it. I wasn't good at it. Or maybe he wasn't good at it. No, you're good at it, Daniel. I'm going to text you later. Daniel and I don't text anymore. We don't talk. He later came up to me and said, I just want to tell you I'm straight. I don't know what happened to me. And I said, totally, Daniel, totally. And that was the end of Daniel and my love affair. The next day I called Emily and I said, I did something horrible. I kissed your boyfriend, or not boyfriend, but I kissed your lover. And she was so offended that I didn't invite her into the threesome. She was like, that's so mean. Why didn't you call me? We could have all fucked. She's like, he wouldn't fuck me, but he made out with you. She's like, that's 10 times weirder. I'm like, you're a homophobe. I'm going to go with you're homophobic. No, it is very weird that you did that, Daniel. And whenever you want to call me, I'm around. I'm so nervous around Daniel. My throat, I'm swallowing a lot. Okay, anyways, let's cut back to the catfishing story. So I thought my boyfriend was cheating on me, which is so hilarious. Me fully making out with someone being like, and I thought my boyfriend was cheating on me. Okay, anyways, I really had this deep feeling that he was cheating on me. If you know Jared, he's the sweetest person alive. He would never touch a fly, let alone hurt it. He would literally never stroke its little wings because it would be another creature that it would be touching. And he would never do that to me. So he was meeting a very hot man. Spoiler alert, it was his investor. But he was meeting a very hot man. To my surprise, an investor can be hot. Okay, I had no idea. I thought they were 70 and had a boatload of money and had face work. You know what I mean? I didn't realize they were 30 and hot and buff and go to Equinox probably. Or even personal training. Didn't realize that. So he's meeting with this hot guy. And I come up to the studio. Jared has a studio. Humble brag. He's a stylist. Humble brag? That's not really a humble brag. Okay. I go up to the studio as this hot man's leaving. And I try to ask him who that was. But he hops on a call in a very suspicious way. Suspicious as in he's probably just busy. And probably just had a lot of work. But in my head, I was like, convenient how you had a call right when I asked you a question. He hopped on a call, then he had to get into his car and go somewhere else. So I came up with something. because I'm an inventor, as you guys know, I invent things during the middle of the night. And this time I invented it during the day. I invented this thing called the front follow. Have you guys, come on, CSI, SVU, the movie Taken. Like, we all know following from behind is so obvious and never works. That shit never works. That's you look in the rearview mirror and it's the person's panicking. You know what I mean? They're turning left. They're getting on the freeway. They're driving to Arizona. It's like, obviously it doesn't work. So I invented something called the front follow. It's based on intuition, which I don't have any of, which is why it didn't work. Anyways, I'm in the front. This man's behind me. I'm guessing his moves. I'm guessing his every move. So I'm like, oh, he's going to turn left into the Whole Foods. And he did. I knew that though because of his body. I could tell he was probably wanting some greens, some kind, or some meat. Anyways, I see him in the Whole Foods. I then go front follow. Genius. So then I get in front of him. I'm walking and intuiting. Oh, he's going into this aisle. I'm like, eggs. I know it. Egg aisle. I had just met him. So then he sees me. So then we start talking. So basically, I'm just going to do an asterisk here. Never front follow in person. Doesn't work because you're face to face with them. So in person, I think you should always follow from behind. So when you're chasing someone, just always do it from behind. But when you are in a car, it's really fun to try in front. Anyways, we start talking. He tells me that he loves Jared. He's like, it's so weird you're here. We just saw each other downtown and now you're on the west side. I'm like, I know. Crazy how that happens. He's like, where do you live? I'm like, oh, near downtown. He's like, oh, why are you over here? I'm like, oh, just, meetings, some business things, some crazy things that I'm working on that will never see the light of day. He's like, totally. Yeah, totally. Well, at me being an investor, I'm like, oh, you're an investor? He's like, yeah, I was meeting with Jared because I was like, oh. So then I switched into work mode. So then I was like, oh, well, as somebody who would love to be invested in, I would love to meet with you about all of these various projects. Nothing came of that. Nothing came of that for Jared either, because I think he thought I was very weird. I think he knew what I was doing. He didn't know about the front follow in the car, but he did once he saw me in Whole Foods. I think he realized that I was stalking him, which I not know. So there's been multiple times when I've thought Jared were cheating on me that all have kind of turned out to be false. Most of them, I'm going to go with all of them. There was another time in the middle of the night that I thought Jared was cheating on me. So I was like, he's always on his phone. He's doing something on there. So I downloaded Grindr to see if he was on there. So he wasn't. I'm just going to preface this with he wasn't. But I didn't realize that Grindr was based on proximity, how close you are to one another. So somebody messaged me, this very hot guy, and Jared's asleep in bed. I'm next to him. I'm now talking to this guy. He's like, send me a picture. I'm like, oh my God, I've been in 3 minutes of theater camp. He's going to know who I was. There's posters all over the city. I'm like, yes, sure. I'm in the back making a strange face, but sure, he's going to know me. I'm like, this is just crazy. So I send a picture of Jared because I'm like, no one knows who Jared is. Okay, he thinks Jared's very hot as he is. We start talking. He's like, any nudes? I'm like, no, it's better in person. It's better in person. We have this great banter. We talk all night. We talk all morning. I'm now think Jared's cheating on me, having an emotional relationship with this man. Jared goes outside to his car to leave for work. And I'm looking out the window, watching Jared leave. We do this weird thing where I like bang on the window and pretend like something horrible is happening to me. And then Jared finds it very funny. It's very endearing. You have to be there. It's really actually weird for neighbors. I think they think actually something is weird. It's very weird is happening. Anyways, I'm doing that. And suddenly I see the guy from next door who I'm talking to. I'm like, oh shit. Oh fuck. There he is. Oh no. He makes eye contact with Jared. Jared makes eye contact with him, looks back at me. He's like, Owen, you're so... I'm like, oh, I duck. I'm like, oh fuck. And then I go, he doesn't know me. He knows Jared. Oh fuck. I was like, what am I going to do here? I go back up as fast as I can. He's walking towards Jared. I run down the stairs. I'm like, Jared, get in the car. Let's get a matcha. Woo, woo, woo. We escape him. I go, fuck. I look at Jared and I say, did something horrible. I did something absolutely insane and I downloaded Grindr and I used your pictures. Jared goes, you're trying to have a threesome? I'd be down. I'm like, well, we could talk about that after, but no, I thought you were cheating on me. And now this man who seems to be in the neighborhood is here. I guess he's now so obsessed with you that he is walking his dog on our street. Jared explains to me, no, Owen, he was 1 square away, which means he lives probably 200 feet from us. He's our next door neighbor. Let's say we're 1121. He's 1120. He's literally our next door neighbor. So I tell Jared this. Jared goes, this is the worst thing you could have ever done to me. Now I feel uncomfortable in my own home. I like to be naked in the home. Now I'm going to have to close the windows. I'm like, you should be doing that anyways, love. Maybe he's seen you and maybe he knows you already from your naked body. He's like, this is horrible. I apologize profusely. But then I can tell Jared has a little spark in his eye. So I go, okay, well, if you want to have a threesome, he's like, yeah. Jared's like, yeah, I'm down. That'd be fun. It's been 10 years. We should touch other people. You've made out with someone at a bar. I've not done anything. I'm down. I'm like, okay, calm down. Literally calm down. You're way too excited right now. So I download the app Field. I think we cannot have a threesome with our neighbor because he lives directly next to us and he's going to know every crevice of my body. No, that feels too weird. That's like having sex with your grandpa. Let's cut that. Or maybe leave it in. Field is basically an app that is for experiences, queer, maybe even queer experiences. There's definitely heterosexual people on Field, but I would say it's mostly geared towards queer experiences. For instance, there's the brat and the brat tamer. So if you're a brat, you join Field looking for a brat tamer. I, of course, would be the brat. Jared would also kind of be a brat. So I guess we're both looking for a brat tamer. So we download Field and we match with this really hot guy. Really hot. I was like, whoa, he's matching with me? No, he wasn't, because I only use Jared's pics. In everything I do, I use Jared's pics because I think to myself, people are going to use me for my everlasting fame, for my sitcom money, for all the things that I'm worth. So I use Jared's pictures. And he was completely obsessed with Jared, as anyone is. We make a date with him. He comes over and it's very awkward in the beginning. I'm like, fuck this awkwardness. I end up straddling him. We end up making out. Jared and him end up making out. I'm watching it. It's hot to watch, but I'm also like getting tired, more bored by the second. I'm like, I have a lot to do. I'm looking at the dishes. They're stacked. I'm thinking, oh shit, did we order our groceries or should we go pick those up? I'm like rattling off things in my head. I'm like, oh, you know what? I could write a book. I'm like, that'd be fun. Maybe fiction, nonfiction, autobiography. Let's wait a year. These are my thoughts. And they're going at it. We go to the bedroom. I take a left turn into the bathroom. I end up doing my skincare routine. I'm like, fuck this. I'm like, I've seen so much on TikTok about making yourself look 10 years younger than you are. So I'm like, I want to look 17. Hot. I want to look underage. So I end up doing my skin routine. They're having sex. They're not calling for me at all. They're actually kind of calling for themselves. They're moaning each other's names. I'm kind of hearing it being like, cool. Glad you guys are getting along. Meanwhile, I'm actually looking 10. While you guys get older by having sex, by getting railed, my wrinkles are gone. He leaves. Well, actually, he wants to sleep over. It's this very awkward thing between us. But he ends up going, thank God. And Jared and I never speak about it again. And we never will, which I think is really healthy for a 10-year relationship. That's kind of how we deal with all of our problems. If we have a problem, we say the problem. For instance, Jared will be like, you're being needy today. And then I hear it, and then we never speak about it again. There's not even an apology. It's really healthy. Dr. Phil, you should help us. Dr. Ramon. I think Dr. Ramon does not do talk therapy. I think he's more of a doctor. I think he's more of actually works with the physical body. I don't think he deals with mental state. And I don't think Dr. Ramon could help me with my mental state because I need like EMDR. Do you guys know what EMDR is? I'm really looking into it. It's like you attach yourselves to things and then they shock you. No, maybe that's What's the thing when you're gay and they try to shock you out of it? Electroshock therapy. I need that. Not for being gay. I love being gay. Actually, it's really fun. I just need that for like every other part of me. Like I want to forget my name, but I want to be gay still. Okay. So do you guys know what Grindr even is? I said Grindr and I feel like most of you know, but it's a gay sex app. There's this other app called Sniffies, which I just found. Oh my God, you guys, it's crazy. Sniffies. You log on to sniffies.com. Okay, plug. You log on to sniffies.com. Ass dicks everywhere. Circles with acid. You see a map. You see literally a map of where you are, right? So it says your street, and then all of a sudden there's a dick and an ass and a taint and huge balls. And you're like, whoa, my next door neighbor has huge balls. I would never have guessed. You're like, I knew he had dogs, but I didn't know he had that kind of dog. Anyways, there's this app called Sniffies that I became obsessed with. But I'll tell you how I found out about it. So one night, I'm creating a show about my life that will never see the light of day, or it will, and we'll all be able to celebrate together. Let's knock on wood, it's the second, but it'll probably be the first. So one night, I was like, inspiration strikes in the moments you least expect it. I need a notebook. So literally 10 p.m. at night, I'm like paper source, looking up any place I can get a notebook. Staples closed. Guess what's open? Ralph's. Interesting that Ralph stays open, but Staples doesn't. I would actually think it should be the reverse. Why do you need eggs at 11 p.m.? I guess that makes more sense. You're hungry at 11. You actually should not go to Staples at 11 p.m. That sounds very weird. Why are you buying scissors at 11 p.m.? So I go to Ralph's and I walk in to buy a notebook. I know what you're thinking. Ralph's probably doesn't have a notebook. Actually, they do, but that's not what the story's about. So I'm in Ralph's. I asked one of the employees, I say, hey, I'm looking for a notebook. He goes, yeah, it's right down here. I'm like, wow, he's dressed very chic, very cool. Just jeans and he's wearing a jean jacket with a black tee. I'm like, I don't know, Ralph employees can dress so cute. I'm like, I thought they have to wear like a uniform. I'm like, cute. This Ralph, it's in West Hollywood. So I was like, wow, this gay Ralph's, go off. He takes me to the milk aisle and I say to him, no notebook? I'm like, oh, he might not speak English. I'm like, we're having some kind of dialogue issue. We're having a language barrier here. Notebook? He's like, yeah, no, I know what you're looking for. And he winks. I'm like, oh, wow. So I'm just looking for a notebook and a pen too, maybe? He's like, yep, got you. Winks again. I go, yeah, you don't know what the wink, maybe you have something in your eye? Like, do you have a sty? Oh, I hate those. Horrible. Put tea tree on it. I'm like, so sorry, sir. Then I'm starting to look at him being like, you are very attractive. He looks around, he goes, you here for this? He points at all of these gay men walking the aisles of Ralph's. I go, pride? No, I'm not here for pride. I'm here for a notebook. He goes, okay. Winks again. I'm like, no, this isn't a bit. I don't understand what's happening. He goes, dude, we're cruising. To my surprise, what the fuck is cruising? What the fuck is cruising? So cruising is you like stand in a public place and look at, it's mostly, I think, for gay men. You stand at a public place and you guys lock eyes, and then you have some kind of code. I guess that's what the wink was. You have some kind of code that you guys will go partake in sexual activities together. I was just looking for a notebook and I was taken to the milk aisle. So I'm kind of like, hey guys, love this for you. I would love just a notebook and maybe a pen, preferably not a Sharpie, it bleeds through. But I'm, of course, interested in this whole cruising thing. So we start talking. I end up sitting in the milk aisle because I'm so interested. He sits. Now we're kind of on a date in the milk aisle. He's telling me about cruising. He's like, wait, you don't know about this? You don't know about that? You don't know about this park? Whatever park? Me just blowing up every spot. You guys, we have to bleep that. I'm like, no, I have no idea what this is. He explains. He basically tells me what it means to be gay. This 50-year-old man in a Ralph's. So then I'm kind of like, wow, he is very much in love with me. This really happened fast, but I can't help but think he's going to propose. I was like, wow. So I go look at him and I say, so what now? Fully in a relationship. But I think to myself, nothing would actually happen. I just want to see if he likes me. Do people do that? I actually think that's totally fair and fine. He goes, what now is, I look for a guy to fuck. And I go, oh shit, really? He goes, yeah, do you like that guy? Points at a random guy. I go, that one over there? He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, he's cute. He goes, yeah, cool. Okay, see you later. So nice to meet you. So now I'm in the milk aisle alone, having been left during a cruise with no notebook, no pen, and actually a very good idea for my show, right? So I used my notes app. Why didn't I think of that before? And I'm writing down this idea. And the guy runs back up to me and he goes, hey, I just wanted to say, I'm a writer for Blackish. And this was such an inspiring conversation. Do you mind if I use it for my show? I go, what, the thing we just talked about? You want to use it for your show that's on air already, that's probably going to be aired in the next month. Meanwhile, my show's in development, probably not going to see the light of day for years. You go ahead. So I'm waiting for an episode of Blackish to air. I think actually Blackish is off the air now, which makes me feel way better that he didn't take my idea. But now I took my idea. I'm reclaiming it. Okay, going back to Grindr. Years later, I'm in Jared's hometown, New Jersey, tapping through my apps. You know, I'm like deleting things. I'm like, fuck, I have 4 pages of this bullshit. I'm like, Manly. Do you guys know what Manly is? It's the best app. Anytime you see a shirtless photo of me, I've Manlied myself. So let me tell you what Manly is. You add pecs, you add six pack, you add everything. And it is, I swear you cannot tell. It does add a layer of kind of, I think it's for only Caucasian people. So my skin does look white, but I have abs. I have a gnarly 6-pack. Go look. Seriously, go back, way back. You'll see I've just completely manlied myself. I don't have that body at all. It's completely fake. I've done it for Jared. You can go look at Jared's page too. It's completely manlied. I've done it for a lot of people. I've done it for my dad. I posted my dad and I was like, you're older. Like, let's help you. So I put abs. Looks really weird. It looks like implants. So I'm in Jared's hometown. I'm looking through the apps. I see Grindr. I open it. I, of course, forget that it's about proximity. And of course, I forget that Jared's photo is up. So anybody from this little, small, tiny town knows Jared because he's a stylist in Hollywood. You know what I mean? So all these people are like, wow, we're so proud of him. Now he's come back to this small town in New Jersey and he is on Grindr. So everyone who's home for their Thanksgiving, we were there for Thanksgiving, all of these kids who were in school with him, some now gay, are on Grindr seeing Jared on Grindr. They're like, Jared Elner, question mark? So now I'm catfishing as Jared, but I'm now pretending to be a catfish because I don't want them to know that it's Jared or I. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, ha ha ha, maybe. They're like, well, we know Jared, you're using his pics. I'm like, oh shit, caught in the act. So now Jared's getting texts, being like, hey, I just wanted to let you know, people are using your photos on Grindr. Jared's like, oh, and people are using my photos on Grindr. I'm like, wait, what? This is crazy to figure out. We need to block these people and ban their accounts. Suddenly my account reported. Can't go on Grindr anymore. Can't use that shit. It's the saddest thing that's ever happened to me. It's actually not, because ultimately, what is that app? And I'm in a relationship. This whole episode is me being like, I'm in a committed relationship and I've only fucked like 10 people. I've only fucked 10 other people during it. No, you guys, it's fun to flirt. I think we all have to flirt. I think it's okay to flirt. I think that's fair and fine. I think once you cross a line, which I've done in every example that I've told you all, then it's borderline cheating. So yes, yes, I've emotionally cheated. But I tell Jared everything. I just want to make it clear. I want to do a PSA. Everything you hear now, I've told Jared about right before I was filming the episode so that he wouldn't be shocked watching it. I'm joking. I tell Jared instantly. Oh my God. In this small town in New Jersey, we took an Uber to his friend's house and we got in the Uber and this guy it says on the screen, like Twink gets pounded by, and then ... I was like, huh, he's watching porn on his phone. So I'm like, hey, can we turn this up? Love this song. And the guy turns it up, moans, unplugs his phone. It was so embarrassing for him. But also I was like, go off. Watch fucking porn in your car. I get it. I don't actually watch porn. It really upsets me. Mostly because I'm like, I will never have that kind of sex. Never in my life. My sex is, Jared, you're amazing at what you do. Me, I'm the bad one, and I'm boring, and I'm vanilla, and wish I could be a porn star in that way, but I just can't. It's just not going to happen for me. Some things aren't in the card. You know what I mean? Porn star is one of them. OnlyFans is one of them. I don't want to say that because I actually feel like in 3 years when nothing is happening for me, I will be joining OnlyFans. Not to show anything, because you guys won't pay for that. But maybe I should like do an OnlyFans of, comment below what you want to see. And if it's dick, it's not happening. If it's ass, it's not happening. If it's nipple, if it's body, I'll manly it first. Oh my God, that's what it should be. An OnlyFans of manly photos. Wait, that sounds weird. Of photos that I've manlied. I need you guys to look up the app Manly, and I need you guys to buy it. By the way, I'm still getting charged for it. Subscription. It's bullshit. No, Manly, I would do anything for you if you wanted to sponsor this pod. I love Manly. I'm just talking about gay things, so I feel like I should stay on the topic of gay things. I was never actually called gay as a derogatory way. People were like, the school, I was very lucky. The school I went to, like, they were obsessed with gays. Everyone wanted to be gay. There was, oh my God, there was National Coming Out Day, and everyone, and I'm not kidding, the whole grade got on the stage, raised their hands, and were like, woo, we're coming out. We were all like, no, we are coming. We are gay. You don't get to be gay. Get off the stage. Everyone wanted to be gay. I've never really, I don't know that gay men like me. Me completely being a pick-me. I don't think gay men like me. Comment below if you do and you're gay. Are you a man? DM me. I have very few gay friends. The first gay friend I made 2 really close gay friends. And they happen to be very funny comedians who I love deeply. Jordan Firstman and Benny Drama, Benito Skinner. I call him Benny Drama to his face. It's a rude thing I do. So Jordan took all of us to a gay party, like an orgy. We meet, we have dinner. First time we've ever met. Jordan looks at us and goes, what are you doing tonight late after this? And we were like, probably just going to bed. It's a Tuesday. Jordan's like, I'm hitting up an orgy. You're coming. I'm like, cool. I look at Jared. Jared's like, let's try it. I'm like, pipe down. I'm like, your dick, it should be soft. We go to this orgy, and it's like it's dance in one room, and then it's a dark room, I think it's called. To me, dark room is photography. To me, I'm like instantly like, oh, developing film. It's not what it is. It's dark, lights off, everyone fucking. Can you imagine this? To my surprise, I'm obsessed with To My Surprise. That's my new thing. To my surprise, I walk into this dark room. My eyes are adjusting to the whatever. I bump into someone fully naked. I'm so sorry. I look down. I'm like, whoa, wow, what? An elephant. I'm like, I haven't seen something that big. Jared's behind me. I'm like, no, it's the same size. Swear, baby. It's identical. He starts fucking someone in front of me. I'm like, what the hell is happening? It was crazy. Meanwhile, Jared's like, I'll go to the back. I'm like, no, you will not. Pulling him back. Jared and I are outside with Benny and his boyfriend Terry, and we're just like dying of laughter because why are we here? We're in a monogamous relationship with this gay party. Jordan's having the time of his life. I majorly have to pee, and I can tell if I don't pee, it'll turn into poop. I'm like, I have to go to the bathroom. Jared's like, I'll come with you. I'm like, thank God. We navigate through this dance party. I lose Jared. I'm like, oh my God, this is a disaster. A fan. Someone comes up to Jared. I love your work. I keep on to the bathroom. I'm on a mission. I'm about to shit myself, which would be horrible. Actually, it wouldn't be that bad because I'm sure people have shit themselves at a place like this. They're doing anal, but newsflash, it's anal. But still, I have to use the restroom. I get there. There's this guy in the bathroom. He will not come out. come out. That's funny. Pun. I'm like, come out already. He's like, I'm out. Okay. Anyways, he won't come out of the bathroom. And I'm like, I'm gonna pee myself. I need you to exit the restroom, sir. He's like doing coke or something. And everyone's peeing in front of you. Like there's urinals, but no things. Cause it's a gay part, like no, whatever. I'm like mortified. I'm like, don't look at me. So I'm standing there like hugging the urinal, trying not to let anyone see my goods. Literally my goods at this party. I'm like, everyone's goods are out, love. No one cares, but I'm deeply afraid. I turn around, the guy doing coke is now massaging a random man on a massage table. There's a massage table there. And I'm like, oh God, it's like a sex thing. It's actually not. Free massages. There are genuinely free massages at this place. And you tip them $10, $20. It's actually a great masseuse. But I'm like, I just saw you do coke and now you're giving someone a Swedish massage. I'm like, this is interesting. Anyways, guess who does it? Me. I ended up getting a massage, tip him $20. It was amazing. Everyone's fucking. Benny and I are both getting massages. Benny goes, I'll go next. I go, great. We're having the best night. Jared and Terry, our boyfriends, are outside, like dying of laughter at us. It was a great night. That's what I do at a gay party. I find the masseuse and not sexual. I'm like, ooh, I'm tense. Hopefully there's a masseuse here at this orgy. There is. Perfect. How much? 20? Perfect. Can I get your Venmo? Do you take Zelle, Cash App? What do you do? Yeah. I love being gay. We have to call this episode the gayest episode ever because truly every single thing I talked about was somehow gay. Not gay like that. Do you remember that ad that would be like, stop saying gay? It was with Hillary Duff. Wow. Full circle. She is looking at me if I was sitting here saying, Owen, you're gay. Okay. Hillary, do you want to come on the pod now that I've kind of said weird things about you? I have to go to bed. I'm going to wear this sleep mask now and drift off. Hold on. Do you guys like me? I said really weird stuff on this episode, but it was kind of fun. Listen to it in your car. Don't watch it. I look ugly today. I'm wearing a shirt that says virgin. How funny. Me, meanwhile, complete sex addict. Virgin. I'm joking. I just want to clear this up. Everything that I've said today is true, yeah, and very sad. Okay, love you guys. I love you all. Good night.
You're gonna feel